So you want to change your life in 3 months. Well, I'm going to share with you what no one else tells you. In 3 months, you're not going to see any results. You're not going to get any praise, any applause of what you're doing. All you're doing is just putting in work. Just work. Just getting up early, hitting the gym, chasing your goals. Just straight work with no results, no vision of, man, this might work, this is going to work. Nothing. You're not going to get any hints. All you're going to get is putting in that work. So, of course, that doesn't sound great. But when you get on the other side of that, that's when your life changes. When you get through the 3 months of putting in the work, building that habit, that's when your life changes. I know you always hear your life could be in totally different spot in 6 months. If you lock in for 3 months straight, you're going to be able to change your life in 6 months because you have the habits, the discipline that you need to get there. So today, I'm going to break down 3 ways you can build that discipline so you can be locked in for 3 months so you can actually change your entire life. So if you're new here, my name is Jelan Abrams. This is the Unknown and Talented podcast. This is where I'm helping you, the unknown. I'm unknown too. Don't feel bad about it. But I'm helping you, the unknown, use that talent that you have inside of you to be able to be known, to be able to change people's lives. We're giving talents. God all gives us different talents and different things that we can be, that we can use to help others. And we can't be selfish with them. But the only way we're going to be able to help as many people as we can is if we lock in and we stay focused and we accomplish our goals because people are out there waiting on us. Okay. So the first step to change your life in 3 months, change your life in 90 days is all about belief. If you don't believe it, no one else is going to believe it. You have to be your number one fan. You have to be so locked in mentally, like what I'm about to do is going to really change my life. That's what you got to be. Nobody else can tell you how good you are. You have to believe that for yourself. And the first thing you want to do to build that belief is to start taking action. So my last episode, I talked about overthinking. So you're overthinking doing something. You're trying to make sure everything is perfect before you start, and you never do it. You never take that first step. Have that belief that, yo, if I wake up every day at 5 o'clock, I'm going to be able to be productive so I can accomplish the things I want to accomplish. If I just set up my camera, set up that tripod, I can start that podcast. It's going to be successful. You have to take that first step because without taking that first step, nothing gets accomplished. Building a house without putting that first brick down, the house don't get built. So take that first step. And if it's a total failure, you took the first step and now you can actually fix it for your next decision. But that's how you build that belief and that confidence in yourself, by actually taking action and doing something. You'll be so surprised. I'm on a podcast talking to you, motivating you. The first thing I had to do was set up the camera. I had to record. I had to get lights. I just did an action. It wasn't perfect. Every episode is not perfect. I'm getting better, but I took that action. Now I'm here motivating you to do something. The same way I did it, you can do it. I'm not special. I'm not better than you. If I can do this, you can do this. Anything you have in your mind, any talent that God gave you, you can do it, but you have to take that first step. Without taking that first step, that vision that God's given you doesn't get accomplished because you have to do it. You have to take that action. And the next thing you can do to build that belief, and this is something that I love to do, is stop listening to music. Cut the music out. When you're driving anywhere, you're driving to work, driving to dinner, anywhere you're going in the car, cut the music out. I was listening to this podcast by Myron Golden, pretty cool podcast. I think it's only on YouTube. But listening to him, he had one statement. He said, broke people can't afford to listen to music in the car. And I said, because I was in the car listening to that. And I'm like, any other day, I'm listening to music. I'm listening to a sports podcast. Nothing that's going to like help me with my mind. So when he said that, I was like, it's kind of coming at me. But it's true. If you're driving up and down the street, like your commute to work is 40 minutes, 30 minutes, or whatever it is, and you're just listening to music, you just your mind is not doing anything. Your mind is not taking action. So what I like to do, I listen to motivational speeches. I listen to um, Eric Thomas. There's if you go on Spotify, Apple Music, they have so many different motivational speakers on there, and that just keeps you pumped up. It pretty much gives you different stories of like what they went through to get where they are. Eric Thomas was a high school dropout. He was eating out of trash cans. He was in abandoned buildings, and he was able to get where he's at. Why can't I? Why can't you? So many people have these stories where they were able to overcome these things, and that's what you want to feed your mind: the positivity, the inspirations, things to help you keep going when you don't feel like doing it. Because this is a 3 months thing. This is 90 days. 90 days is a long time. 90 days is a week is a long time. So like to keep your mind going and keep having that belief, you have to keep feeding it these things. You can't be around people that's all negative, like, man, yo, it's not gonna work out because you're not going to see results on this 90 days. You're just going to be working. But these are the habits you need to change your life. But you're not going to know it's going to change your life if you stop. So keep feeding yourself that. Keep feeding yourself that because after a while, you're going to start seeing your life change. You're going to start seeing the early mornings, the late nights, the studying, the actual setting up the camera for your podcast. You're going to see all these changes that you've been doing, all that work you've been putting to pay off. But it's not going to happen until after those 3 months. After you build those habits and build that discipline, that's when you're going to see it. And the next thing to build that belief is to set a vision. I want you to write down what you want your life to look like. It doesn't have to be a vision board if you don't want it to be a vision board. Just write down a list. What kind of car do you want to drive? What house do you want? How big do you want your family? How much money do you want in your bank? How much money do you want invested? How many people do you want to help? That's what I want you to write down and visualize that in your mind of that is the life you're living. Because once you start seeing that more and more, you start seeing the life, start saying, man, I can't wait till this happens. That's going to help you keep going. That's going to help you give that belief that what I'm doing, this is why I'm doing it. This is why I'm waking up early. I wake up at 4:30 and it's hard. And I'm like, man, why am I, but I know my vision. I know what I want. I know what I want my life to look like. All my friends around me don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one doing that. My wife is even sleeping at 4:30. But I'm like, I'm the head. I gotta be locked in discipline because I believe what I'm gonna do is gonna change. The life that we want, the life that we envision, I have to do these things. So you want to have your vision to know this is what I'm doing. I'm believing the actions that I'm taking are going to be able to make these happen and write it out. What kind of things do you need to get your dream car? What kind of things do you need to do to get your dream house? What kind of things do you need to do to have the bank account full of money that you want? What kind of things do you need to do to be able to give to 100 students? What kind of things do you need to do and do it and have that belief that once I do these things are going to be crossed off. But without a plan, you're lost. A man without a vision is lost. But before GPS, we all had big old maps to find out how to get to different places. That's going to be your map. That's going to be your GPS. That's going to be how you're going to get there. So you want to be able to visually see it. Because once you're able to visually see it on paper, visually see it in your mind, visually see it in real life. But you got to have that vision. The second step to change your life in 3 months is to eliminate distraction. So what you want to first do is find your time wasters. Find those things that are sucking up your time so you can't actually do what you said you were going to do. You had that vision of the things you need to accomplish. These things are stopping you from doing that. What are those? Is it social media? Is it TV? Is it friends or family? Find out what it is. A thing that I do, I have the on my phone because from 95% of us, it's our phone. Our phone's the reason why we can't accomplish so many things. So you look on your phone, you look at your screen time, just check what am I spending my time on? Is it TikTok, Instagram? Are you just watching Netflix when you get home all the time? What things are you spending your time on that's taking up all your time? You know what it is. You know exactly what it is. Just cut those out. Cut it out or bring it down. When you come home from work, you don't have to, man, I had a long day at work. Let me just sit down and chill. No, you still got more work to do. Because I know your dream is not to be at this job until you're 65. Now, if you listen to my podcast, you want to create your own. So the way you create your own is by what you're doing, and if, from after your 9 to 5, what is you doing in that 5 to 9? That's the most important time you have. That 5 to 9 is the most important. You could be an early riser. I'm waking up at 4:30. Say I got to get ready for work at 8:30. So that's 4 hours before the day starts. I have time to work out. I have time to write podcast scripts. I have time to edit podcasts, edit reels, edit TikTok videos. All that time before I even have to get ready for work. If you're more of a night owl, you get up, let's say you get up at 5 o'clock. What are you doing before you go to bed? You stay up till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. What are you doing with all that time? You're just watching TV. You got to cut those distractions out. And if it's not even like a phone or a TV thing, if it's a people thing, you got to cut them off. You got to let them know that you're busy. You're busy changing your life. You say, "Oh man, I'm the oldest sibling. My siblings need me. My parents need me. My church need me." They don't need you. They don't need you. If you're a believer, they have God. God is going to give them everything they need. You don't need to be chasing them, trying to help them with every single thing, because you're not God. So you can't be everywhere. You can't be able to do everything for them. They're going to have build that relationship with God and trust God is going to provide. Because if you're a believer, you have to trust that as well, that God's going to provide. That's the thing that I struggle with a lot. Growing up, my parents need something, I'm dropping everything. My sisters need something, dropping everything. Recently joined the church, been there for about 6 months now. Church needs something, dropping everything. It was a service my pastor said, the church gonna be all right. And when he said that, I said, whoa. Pastor saying the church is gonna be all right. They don't need you to put them first, put yourself first. I was like, wow. The church gonna be all right, saying from the pastor. And I'm like, man, I'm sitting here just stretching myself for every single person, and my pastor is saying that the church is gonna be all right. Somebody else could be able to do it. And that's what the mindset you gotta have. They're gonna be okay. Your parents are gonna be okay. Your siblings are gonna be okay. Your friends are gonna be okay. They don't need you. They need God. If they don't have a relationship with God, help them. Hey, start reading the Bible. They gotta build that relationship with God because God got them. And that's what you gotta believe, that God got them. You don't have to break your back to help them. And another thing you need to know as well, the more you step into your purpose, the more you become the person you need to become, that's when you can help so many more people. Right now, you're at a level where you're looking at your bank account, you can barely pay your bills. You can barely go out. You can barely do all the fun things you want to do. Lock in for these 3 months, and you're going to see that bank account double, triple. You're going to see your bank account look so much different because you're locking in. And then the more you lock in, the more you get your stuff together, now you can be a blessing to others. But you can't be a blessing to others when you're trying to fight to survive yourself. Because now 2 people are fighting to survive. Somebody got to call for help. Somebody, you know what I mean? Y'all both can't be out here struggling. Somebody got to do something to get y'all out of this. That's what you got to do. Lock in. You're going to have to cut them off. These 3 months, next 3 months, they start today. I like listening to this podcast. You're like, oh, the next 3 months, I'm going to start on Monday. I'm going to start the first of the month. It starts today. It starts today. What are you going to do today to change? If you have to cut them off and say, hey, they just calling you, I need help. Now, lock in. Change your life. And the next distraction that you're going to have to eliminate, you're going to have to stop looking back. Stop looking at the past. Stop looking at the life that you had before, because your life is about to change. So no need to look back and say, man, it was good over there. Everything was okay. No, cut it out. You're going to move on to a lot better things. Even in the Bible, it says, don't look back. Don't look back at the past. So I'm in Genesis 19:26. But Lot's wife looked back and she became a pillar of salt. So if you're not familiar with that story, Basically, they're in Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah, they are just sinning. They're sinning, sleeping with everybody. They're doing a lot of bad things in there, killing people. It's crazy. So it's to the point where God is going to destroy it. He sends two angels down there just to straight destroy the whole city. And Lot and his family's in the city. So the angels come and they basically say, y'all gonna have to leave this city because I'm about to destroy it, right? And what they actually said was in Genesis 19:17, as soon as they brought them out, one of them said, so this is one of the angels, and saying it to Lot and the family, flee for your lives. Don't look back. Don't stop anywhere in the plain. Flee to the mountains or you'll be swept away. So don't look back. Don't look back at the past. God is trying to take you forward. And you looking back at the past saying, man, my life was good there. It was okay. It wasn't that bad. I mean, stop looking back. Look forward. The person you're gonna come, the person that you're gonna be introduced to is gonna be a different version of yourself. The version of yourself you're gonna meet at the end of this 3 months is gonna be totally different. You're not gonna be able to recognize the person you're gonna become. You can be trying to open your phone with the Face ID, like, man, why is my phone not opening? Because it doesn't recognize you. You're gonna be totally different. But you can't keep looking back at the old you. You can't. Look, I'm gonna go right back to it. Genesis 19:26. But Lot's wife looked back. She looked back at her whole life to see, man, what's going on over there? I'm curious. And she became a pillar of salt. That's so deep. Like, stop looking back. It doesn't matter what's going on back there. Your life is changing. You're going forward. You're going to be a whole new you. Stop looking back. That's a distraction. The rear view mirror is small for a reason. Forward. And the third and final step to change your life in 3 months is to just change your identity. Change how you look at yourself, the way you speak. Stop speaking negatively. Oh, this is not going to work out. Oh, this is not good. Any kind of negative words, just stop saying it. Stop with the poverty mindset of, oh man, this is expensive. Oh, I'm broke. I don't got no money. We're not saying none of that stuff. It's all about abundance. If you have a lot of money, you're not going to be, man, let me see if I can find a deal. Oh, what's the best price on this? No, you're just going to buy it. That's the kind of conversations you want to start having because you're going to be having the different mindset because you're going to be moving different. The 3 months is, like I'm saying, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, but this is the change you need to be able to change, your life. Like you're going to have to become a different person. The old Jelan of 2, 3 years ago wouldn't be able to be in this spot that I'm in now because I didn't move like this. So the 2, 3 years ago, this 3 months is going to change a lot of that. It's going to change the trajectory of your life. Like I said, start waking up early. Man, I'm not a morning person. Become a morning person. Before I started waking up at 4 o'clock, 4:30, I wasn't a morning person. I woke up whatever time I felt like waking up. I woke up right in time to go to work. That's the time I woke up. But we're changing our identity. We're becoming somebody different. So say it. You're going to wake up at 4. You're going to wake up at 5. You're going to wake up at 6. You're not going to wake up 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, right in time for work. You're going to wake up earlier because you're changing your identity. You want to become a different person. If you want your bank account to look different, you're going to have to do different things. You can't do the same thing you've been doing, expect to have a different bank account. It doesn't work like that. So wake up early, make a plan, have that vision of what you want your life to look like, and move as that person. A person that has a mansion, how are they going to move? How are they going to take care of what they have now? So many times, like, oh man, this car is trash. I'm not going to clean it. I'm not going to take care of it. I'm not going to change the oil because it's trash anyway. No, take care of it just like something you're going to have in the future. Because you don't take care of what you have here, you're not a steward of the items you have here. Once you get to the next level, you're not going to be a steward. You're not going to be able to change automatically when you get something different. So what you have now, take care of it. Have the vision that you're going to get more, but take care of this, take care of who you are, look like, feel like that new person. So now once you start seeing your life changing, is an easy transition because you're already moving as that person. You're not just spending your money on nonsense. You're spending your money on healthy food. You're spending your money on education. You're investing your money. You're doing things like that because that's the kind of person you want to become and you want to start changing and start moving like that. And the more you do that, the more you're going to start building that tribe of people that move the same way. You go to the gym every single day, you're going to start seeing similar faces like, oh, okay. Oh, what's your name? Oh, now you're going to start building your tribe. You're going to start going to church. You're going to serve on your church in church. And now you're going to start building your tribe. Oh, you serve too. Oh, you work out. Oh, you have a business. Oh, you have. Start building your tribe, changing your identity, becoming brand new. The people that you're building your tribe is not going to need you because they're on the same thing as you, So keep changing your identity, keep doing it. But this 3 months is not going to be easy. Like I'm warning you right now. Don't think, oh man, this didn't sound that hard. This is going to be no. It's going to be days when you're like, man, why am I doing this? It's going to be days like, yo, I'm not seeing no progress, nothing change. Jelan said 3 months, my life's going to change. I'm in the 2 months in. I'm not seeing because you didn't hit 3 months yet. You didn't hit 3 months yet. You're gonna start seeing it change. And then the thing about the 3 months, which is like the hardest part, is that once you hit those 3 months, this is probably something that's you didn't want to hear. You might still not see the change. You might not still not see the change. Because the sweet spot when seeing your life change into a whole another person is 6 months. The reason why I said 3 months, because 3 months is a little more attainable. 90 days is not that bad. If you can stay locked in for 90 days without seeing the results, you're gonna be able to do it for 6 months. But the reason why I said 3 months, because you're gonna start building that habit. Waking up at 4:30 is gonna be easy. Waking up at 4 o'clock is gonna be easy. Working out is gonna be easy. Instead of spending money, spending it on nonsense, investing is gonna be easy. Saving it is gonna be easy. Working on your podcast that you have, working on your movie script that you have, working on your new business, going to church, serving, all these things are going to become second nature. And as they become second nature and easy, now you can start adding more things. But it just starts with 3 months. It starts with 90 days. So as you listen in this and you got this far in the podcast, just leave a comment. Leave a comment, 90 days. So I know that you listen to this whole thing. That's when your life is going to change. That's when you're going to build the habits you need to have to be able to see your dream car, to see the money in your bank, to see your dream house, to get your spouse, to get all these things. But you have to become the best version of yourself for these things to accomplish. Because the version of you right now is not ready. The version of yourself right now is not ready. But after 3 months, it's going to be ready. It's only 90 days. So I'm going to be on this journey with y'all. I'm going to put in my 90 days as well. Lock in, be way better than I was the last 90 days. Now I'm going to come back and make a video to recap it. And I just want to leave in the comments. Like I said, if you're on this road with me, put in the comments 90 days. 90 days, lock in. 90 days, no results. Nothing's going to happen. No, we're not saying that in the 90 days, man, my life changed crazy. No. The only thing that your life's going to do is that you became that new person because you build that habit that you need to have. Okay? Well, I hope you did enjoy this episode. This 90 days is going to be work. It's going to be hard. But you can do it. I can do it. Let's do it together. So if you enjoyed it, like I said, leave in the comments 90 days if you got this far. Making sure you like this video. You share with a friend because like I said, you want to be on this journey and try to build that tribe. But let's see if you can bring somebody with you. See if you can bring somebody else who will with you for this journey so y'all can build together. Because it's way better when you building something with your friends, right? It's way better. So send them this video. If they do it, they do it. If they don't, they don't. You're going to find your next tribe as you do this process. But share with their friends, somebody that you say, come on, I want you to come along this ride. I want you to be able to change your life with me. I want us to be in that next stage of life together. Share this video with them. Okay, but again, my name is Jelan Abrams. This is Unknown and Talented. They might not know you yet, but after this 90 days, they're going to know. They're going to see your talents. They're going to know why you're so special. So I love y'all and enjoy y'all 90 days. Work hard. We got it. We're going to see you in next week for the next episode as we keep moving up and getting known, getting talented. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Let's just end the episode. All right, guys, we out of here.